Hello, everyone, and welcome to Level Up Your English. I'm Emma. In today's video, we're going to practice advanced English together. This is a repeat after me lesson. I will say a sentence, explain it, and then you will repeat it. These sentences are more natural, more precise, and more advanced. Take your time, speak clearly, and try to sound natural. Let's begin. Perfect. Let's start. The first sentence is, "That's not exactly what I meant." Use this when someone misunderstands you. Repeat, "That's not exactly what I meant." Perfect. Very good. Next sentence. "I see where you're coming from." Use this when you understand someone's point of view. Repeat, "I see where you're coming from." Good. Now this one. "That's easier said than done." Use this when something sounds simple but is actually difficult. Repeat, "That's easier said than done." Excellent. Next sentence. "I'd rather not get into that right now." Use this when you do not want to discuss something. Repeat, "I'd rather not get into that right now." Very good. Now this one. "That's a fair point." Use this when someone says something reasonable. Repeat, "That's a fair point." Perfect. Let's continue. Next sentence. "I'm not entirely convinced." Use this when you still have doubts. Repeat, "I'm not entirely convinced." Good. Now this one. "I'll keep that in mind." Use this when you want to show that you will remember something. Repeat, "I'll keep that in mind." Excellent. Next sentence. "That's a bit of an exaggeration." Use this when someone is making something sound bigger than it is. Repeat, "That's a bit of an exaggeration." Very good. Now this one. "I can see how that might be an issue." Use this when you recognize a possible problem. Repeat, "I can see how that might be an issue." Perfect. Next sentence. "That's not necessarily the case." Use this when something is not always true. Repeat, "That's not necessarily the case." Very good. Now we will practice these sentences in real-life situations. Listen, understand, and repeat with me. Let's start with a professional situation. The sentence is, "I'd rather discuss that in more detail first." Use this when you want to slow down a conversation and get more information. Repeat, "I'd rather discuss that in more detail first." Very good. Next sentence. "I'm not sure that's the best approach." Use this when you disagree in a polite and professional way. Repeat, "I'm not sure that's the best approach." Good. Now this one. "I understand your point, but I see it differently." Use this when you want to disagree without sounding rude. Repeat, "I understand your point, but I see it differently." Excellent. Next sentence. "That's not really what I had in mind." Use this when something is different from what you expected. Repeat, "That's not really what I had in mind." Very good. Now this one. "I'd like to explore another option." Use this when you want to suggest an alternative. Repeat, "I'd like to explore another option." Perfect. Next sentence. "That might work depending on the circumstances." Use this when your answer is not a simple yes or no. Repeat, "That might work depending on the circumstances." Very good. Now this one. "I'd need a bit more time to think it through." Use this when you do not want to respond immediately. Repeat, "I'd need a bit more time to think it through." Excellent. Next sentence. "I don't think that would solve the issue." Use this when you want to reject an idea clearly. Repeat, "I don't think that would solve the issue." Very good. Now this one. "I can see why you'd say that." Use this when you want to sound understanding. Repeat, I can see why you'd say that. Perfect. Let's continue. To be honest, I'm not really in the mood. Use this when you want to say how you feel naturally. Repeat, to be honest, I'm not really in the mood. Very good. Next sentence. I've got a lot on my mind. Use this when you are thinking about many things. Repeat, I've got a lot on my mind. Good. Now this one. I wasn't expecting it to turn out like that. Use this when something surprises you. Repeat, I wasn't expecting it to turn out like that. Excellent. Next sentence. I guess I'll just have to deal with it. Use this when you accept a difficult situation. Repeat, I guess I'll just have to deal with it. Very good. Now this one. That's easier said than done. Use this when something sounds simple but is actually difficult. Repeat, that's easier said than done. Perfect. Next sentence. I'm trying not to overthink it. Use this when you want to stay calm. Repeat, I'm trying not to overthink it. Excellent. Now this one. It's not the end of the world. Use this when you want to sound calm about a problem. Repeat, it's not the end of the world. Very good. Next sentence. I suppose that makes sense. Use this when you accept an explanation. Repeat, I suppose that makes sense. Good. Now this one. I can't say I am surprised. Use this when something was predictable. Repeat, I can't say I am surprised. Excellent. Next sentence. That's exactly what I was trying to say. Use this when someone understands your point. Repeat, that's exactly what I was trying to say. Very good. This kind of English is very common in real conversations. These are the kinds of phrases people use when they want to sound natural, clear, and confident. And the more you practice them, the more fluent your English will sound. Let's continue. Now we will practice more advanced sentences. These will help you sound more fluent, more precise, and more natural. The next sentence is, that's not the way I see it. Use this when you want to disagree in a natural way. Repeat, that's not the way I see it. Good. Next sentence, I don't think that's entirely true. Use this when you disagree but want to sound calm and controlled. Repeat, I don't think that's entirely true. Good. Now this one. That's not something I'd usually do. Use this when you want to talk about your habits or preferences. Repeat, that's not something I'd usually do. Excellent. Next, I can't help thinking about it. Use this when something stays in your mind. Repeat, I can't help thinking about it. Very good. Now this one. That's probably the best thing to do. Use this when you are giving your opinion naturally. Repeat, that's probably the best thing to do. Perfect. Let's continue. I'm not completely comfortable with that. Use this when you want to express discomfort politely. Repeat, I'm not completely comfortable with that. Very good. Now this one. I'd rather keep my options open. Use this when you do not want to make a final decision yet. Repeat, I'd rather keep my options open. Excellent. Next sentence. That's not really the point. Use this when you want to redirect a conversation. Repeat, that's not really the point. Very good. Now this one. I'm still trying to make sense of it. Use this when something is confusing or difficult to understand. Repeat, I'm still trying to make sense of it. Perfect. Next sentence, the more I think about it, the less sure I am. Use this when you become less certain over time. Repeat, the more I think about it, the less sure I am. Excellent. This is the kind of English that sounds natural at an advanced level. Not just correct, but flexible, clear, and expressive. The more you practice this kind of English, the more natural you will sound. Great job today. You did very well. Keep practicing every day, even if it's just a few minutes. Little by little, your English will become more natural, more confident, and more advanced. Remember, the key is repetition and consistency. If you liked this lesson, don't forget to subscribe to level up your English. We have many more videos to help you speak English with confidence. And if you want to improve faster, watch the next lesson and practice again. See you in the next video.